So recently, in Philly, big news: Keith Yandle has been benched.
Yeah.
He could
Um,
not. Was it 989 games?
yep,
His
he
Iron Man
was
streak
on
ends at.
11 games away from 1,000 straight games. So he
So
already has the record for the Iron Man streak, but
right now,
also, yeah, right now, exactly, because now that he's stopped, Kessel's is still going on and he's only like 20 games behind. So, like, next season, he can pass it and then be the first one to reach 1,000.
not a problem. He'll easily get it done.
Oh, I think so too. Well, even, what was it? There was the night where I don't think it's his wife. I think it's his girlfriend. Like had their baby.
Yeah,
He just skated like one shift at the start of
exactly.
the game, and then took off and went to the hospital to be with his wife or
What a
girlfriend.
legend.
Yeah, and but I mean, even by the team, it was a very classy move to be like, yeah, we understand how much this streak means to you, so we'll let you take one shift, and then you can go be with your family and be there for the birth of your child.
They need
Because
good
that
stories in Arizona. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
They
here he
really
is.
do.
He now has the longest one at 968.
Okay.
And yeah, he passed the old record, which was Doug Jarvis's 965 games on March 25th.
Well, Yandel still holds the title as the longest.
Yeah,
So he
but
just needs to pass him now.
yeah, exactly. As long as nothing happens to Phil,
He should,
God hope, knock on
yeah,
wood.
hopefully.
Yeah, he should be okay, and then it'll be Phil as the leader. Phil will have the NHL record.
What a legend.
Did you know that Phil Kessel like Iron Man streak started when he joined the Leafs?
I think we talked about it.
We did, yes, we
Yes.
did. Yeah,
I had thought he gotten injured sometime uh, before he was traded. That year he was
yeah, it
traded.
was yeah. So
I thought he got
when
injured that year, but he was not.
well, okay, so here's the thing: when the Leafs acquired him
When he
from
acquired. Sure.
Boston,
Okay.
he just got like a surgery or something. I forgot what he got done. I think oh, might it have been yeah. Either way, I can't remember what it was for exactly. But he missed 10 games that year, like the first 10 games of the season. And then ever since that moment, when he stepped on the ice for his first game as a Leaf, he has not missed an NHL game.
It's like they bandaged him up with leaves. Just
Oh, that more than leaves, man. They got some like blessings from like the Pope himself and like just poured the holy water all over his
Superman came
body.
up and said, "Here, drink this. I'll see
Yeah.
you later."
Exactly. It was
Call me
like
when
this
you're
is
100. Yeah, I haven't stopped playing hockey. Like, I have 10,000 games played under my belt.
oh my god.
I just retired because I was bored. Really, that's
I've gotten every record. I couldn't do anything else, man. I needed to move on and do something new
my
in my life.
wife's dead. My children.
Oh
I saw my
jeez.
children die.
Oh my
Like,
god.
why am I still alive, Superman?
Oh god, that just became something else now.
Just jump the shark there. Jump the shark.
Oh, big time, big time. But yeah, going back to Yandel.
Yeah,
I it's weird just because like there's no real reason that came out as to why he sat last night.
people are just like, oh, he sat. I guess he sat.
Well, like I mean, even like I'm reading here on like this article at NHL.com, like you're reading, and even like yesterday, I remember, or on Sat or Friday, the news broke that he would be sitting Saturday, or no, it was yesterday. Never mind, it was yesterday morning. Um, but I just remember reading like all the quotes, and like he was just giving like the robotic hockey player answer, saying like, oh, like he understands and blah 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 blah. Like he wishes he could play, but doesn't whatever. And like the coach didn't really say anything either. So I wonder if there's something that happened that they're just covering up, like maybe just like an attitude issue in like the locker room. Maybe he's just kind of been acting up a little bit and they need to discipline him, but they don't want to make a big deal of it because they understand how much attention it will draw. So I don't know. It's just a very weird situation because it's unfortunate, man. Like he's been playing like this streak started in March 22nd, 2009. That's the last time he missed a regular season game.
Mm.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just very confusing to me. And I wish it didn't happen to a guy like him. He seems like a really funny guy on and off the ice. Yeah. I don't know.
Most of the people on his team, from what I'm reading, Do you think that he should have gotten that opportunity to get 1,000 games and then bench him, right? Because
Yeah.
that would at least bring him to the end of the year, and there'd be a few games left, right? Uh, they made a decision, and they have to roll with it. Basically, it's a business. Like you said this
Hmm.
morning, it's part of the business. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
really
like
part of the business, is it? Because like this does not happen. You don't have a guy who's about to hit 1,000 games played on your record sheet. Maybe it's like they didn't value him. And in that retrospect, I can understand that. He's not a guy that was playing top minutes. He was taking up a bottom spot, and he wasn't very good at it. He wasn't good in Florida either.
mhm.
So, was it something that was coming to him? It's like, it's about time. This guy has a minus 39 this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, you look at Philadelphia; they're not having a great year either. So I don't know. I mean, he like in his quotes, he was saying how like he understands you get to this time of the season, and yeah, I mean, if that's his stats, like if he, like if he's playing at a minus 39, then yeah, Philadelphia is going to be like, well, we value our future more,
Yeah.
and like especially at this point where you're out of the playoffs and you're just rebuilding pretty much. Like you're just worried about your future and like any players like that. Yeah, I mean, sadly you do have to bench them, but yeah, I agree with you. At least let him get to 1,000, or at least just let him play out the rest of the season. Like it's one guy in your lineup.
Yeah, you're right.
Your season's already ruined. Like if anything, by him being in the lineup, you guarantee more losses, which gives you a higher pick. So
There
I
you
don't know.
go.
I
Look
mean
at
that's
that.
my logic, but
Did
obviously
they trade their
management.
first round pick for this year for Rasmus Ristolainen?
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh wow, I forgot about that. Yeah, they did trade it first. I knew that would bite them in the ass.
So maybe that came into
Hey,
play.
they got Florida's first, but that's going to be
Okay.
basically a second.
Yeah. Basically. Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Oh my god, I got to look at.
Please do. Please just check the details. Make sure it's this year's
Oh
first and not
no.
next year's or something like that.
No, it 100% is. I just want to double check just to
Oh,
laugh, really.
please make us laugh. Overall,
Uh
there's not a lot of good narratives.
oh,
What is
they
it?
it was yeah, it wasn't a first. It was a
No.
second.
Oh, I thought they traded it first for
No,
Ristolainen.
they do have their own first.
Okay. No.
No, they traded a second and a seventh along with Bear just to get rid of him. They didn't get anything in return for Bear.
Okay, that's a different trade then.
Yeah, I know. Ristolainen. Okay, here it is. It was a 2021 first round pick, so it was their first last year,
Okay.
and then a second next year, and Robert Hagg for Rasmus Ristolainen.
Hag is probably better than Ristolainen. I have to look that up right now.
He's on Florida now.
Is he?
Yeah, so
That
he got moved again.
I guess so.
Yeah, Florida got him for a 6th round pick right before the
He
deadline,
wasn't
March
even doing
20th.
bad in Buffalo. It was the -9.
Yeah, which again you can probably just put that down to he played in Buffalo. So yeah, he's going to be a minus.
I could take the middle ground. He'll be like a -4, -5.
Dude, he's a +2 so far with Florida with 1 assist in 6 games.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you put him on a team that's good. Yeah, he'll play pretty well. Like he's not a bad defenseman.
You're right.
I just find that funny how Philadelphia basically gives up on the guy, trades him along with a king's ransom for Rasmus Ristolainen, and then Florida just acquires Robert Hagg for a 6th.
Ooh.
Calgary's 6th. It wasn't even their own 6th. So that's even more of a slap in the face.
So Philly has no good stories this year. In fact,
Yeah.
just sad stories. Giroux gone. People like me, I didn't think he was going to leave Philly.
Yeah, dude, you can go back to that episode where he said he's not going. He just had me the whole time saying he's getting traded. Like Philly would be dumb not to trade him.
They probably wish they had a better return for what they were selling. Like, Giroux was worth, I think in my eyes, he could have been worth 2 first.
Yeah, but you're not getting that. He only has 1 year left on his deal, and like it's not a guarantee that he stays in Florida.
No,
like I
got
think
you.
I think he definitely like tests out free agency. So I don't know. I mean, they got the typical package for a guy like that. You get your first round pick, your prospect, who kind of still can play too. Like Owen Tippett's not a bad player. He's already in the NHL,
Right.
and
Let's see
yeah,
how
sorry,
well he's been doing here.
he's already in the league, and he's young. He's got a lot of upside to his game. He's,
-4 so far with the Philadelphia
again,
Flyers.
though, it is Philadelphia, so you can't expect him to be a plus or anything. Or would have been nice.
He's a good rookie. Is he ever going to be what Giroux was? I don't think so.
Yeah,
Hopefully that first turns out for them, but I don't think that Florida's going to give him too much of a good return. Oh, there you go.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Florida's going all in for this year, man. They just wanted Giroux part of that deal. They didn't really care. I think again what they paid for him, and again you got to think to what Giroux means to the Flyers organization, right? He was their captain. He led them to a final in 2010. Well, not as captain back then, but still, he was like a really solid player for them for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he has any franchise. He definitely does have some franchise records. I just don't know off the top of my
I'm
head.
sure he does, yeah.
But yeah, like you just think about what he meant to that team and that organization. I think Philadelphia got a good package, and especially too when you look at what other players went for on deadline day too, and like Giroux kind of was top of that trade bait list as well for a long time. Like he had a lot of value on him just because of what he can bring to a playoff team.
Yeah, a lot of good experience from him, and he's a guy who is very offense focused. He's still good defensively as well. Great depth, and yeah, 10 years older than I am. Nonetheless,
But yeah, I do agree though with you. If let's say he had one more year left on his contract and the trade happened, then yeah, definitely 2 first-round picks have to be included because you look at Hagel, what he went for, right?
maybe it would be more than it would be 2 first, Owen Tippett in the second or third or something like that.
Yeah, dude, you never know, right? Just that extra year, it means so much because you can work with the guy this year and in playoffs, and then if you're still a good team, you have him for all of next year and then potentially playoffs again. So
yeah.
anyway,
Well,
you
moral of
got
the story is, why are you shooting yourself in the foot? Just let him play the 1,000 games. Like,
yeah, pretty much. It's just
really,
Philly. What the fuck? What the fuck, Philly? What are you doing?
You got it.